Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's get in the game. Let us get in the game. A little bit hungover. But let's stream some of this whilst I get my brain in order. And then once I've got my brain sorted out, we'll move on to some EU4. Because I actually need analytical brain to be working for EU4. For this, not so much. I just hack and slash like a drunken person anyway. That's... Motion blur is off. All the settings have been saved. Nice. I had to reset the settings every time I'd come into the game last time. But there's a tiny update. Something like 2 megabytes, something like that. So I'll just continue. Alcohol is a useful thing, but it's also the scourge of mankind. Yeah, I know, I can feel it right now. And a good Christian should avoid it like the plague. Kind of making light of the plague though, aren't you? Oh, a nice cup of tea. A little bit overburdened. A little bit overburdened at the moment because I believe I have ears. Not that they weigh much. What was this? Birth proof of conquest of the encampment. Yep. Hacked off bandit's ear. The ear is hacked off. That is it. The bandit's probably dead. Hacked off bandit's ear. Full stop. The ear is hacked off. Comma. That is, the bandit is probably dead. Probably. But who was it? Who was it? An Austrian. Austrian Grenadier Guards. Something like that. I forget. Was it Prussia? Was it Austria? I know one of the military leaders went a little bit loopy, and so he wanted all his Grenadier Guards to be at least 6'2" or 6'3" tall. So you know they got rid of anyone who was smaller than that. I was like, okay, fair enough. And then he wasn't happy with that, and he wanted his Grenadier Guards to be even more fearsome. So he got them all to cut their ears off. I don't know. Drunk with power. I was drunk with gin and rum last night. It was nice. It was nice. Heavenly Kingdom die. What was it? What's this? A miraculous playing die sent from Heavenly Kingdom to the Kingdom of Men. Well, we do have. We have a lucky dice. We have a Heavenly Kingdom dice. I wonder what the Heavenly Kingdom dice does. I can imagine what the lucky dice does. What else do we have? What else do we have? Oh, we've got a load of boots. We need to put the nobleman's red hose away. Oh, I brought a lot of equipment to sell. I brought a hell of a lot of equipment to sell, but no one wanted my wares. Is there not another big town around here? Tamburg's small. Rovna is fairly small. Even Skalitz, where we started, is fairly small. What are you? Quest at Tipster. No. We should put the stuff back that we've got with us. Pebbles. Let's have a look at you. No, just get on the horse. On mount. Mount the horse. I'd rather get on the horse and mount it, but either or. I mean, my horse has 100 worth on him already. All this stuff that we couldn't sell at the armour. Why can't we sell this at the armour? Because we ran out of money. Of course. Odd playing die. What's an odd playing die? Playing die loaded in favour of odd numbers. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I need to put some of that equipment back as well. I think I'll wait a few days before going back to the people that sell stuff. Because we seem to be clearing them out of house and home in terms of money. I'm not selling things for less than they're worth.
Hey, you. It's forbidden.
Oh, of course I need to put a light on. If I'm out at night in the town, you need a torch. Where's my torch? Horse, do you have my torch? You do. But I'm overloaded, so... What's heavy that I'm not using right now? The boots. Riding boots. You as well. And warhorse shoes. And nobleman's boots and stuff. No, there's no way we're going to get under the weight. We're over the weight because... Alright, let's gallop. Yeah, there's no way that we're going to get under the weight limit. Just because of the weight of the armour that we've got on. Whoop. There we go, that's better. So get to our trunk, our magical trunk. And decant some of our stuff into it. Feels a little bit stuttery. Might have to turn the graphics down a little bit. Anyway, let's get off this horse. No, I need to grab things off your horse. Heavy shield. No, I'll take the heavy warhammer and you. Keep the torch on you. We'll grab all of this. Blacksmith's kit as well. Keep our spade on us in case we come across a grave. And we'll get off this horse. And then we'll chuck things in our trunk. What are you doing sleeping down here? He sleeps up there. Better not have been going through my stuff. Right. We'll put you in. And you. And all of that. Heavy shield. We already have a heavy shield on our horse. So put that there as well. Warhammer, boots, armor, Milanese gauntlets, boots, red hose, all that good stuff. Spiked Warhammer as well. Gambeson chasseurs, Warhol shoes, yellow chaperon. So at the moment we're using the morning, what I assume is meant to be Morning Star, but is stern. I will see if this is any good. If it's not, we can also swap it back to Coxcomb. Armor. Armor seems okay. I'm going to repair some of this stuff when we next go through town, when people are open. Right, so 96 of 109. So 96 of our possible 109 weight. Don't you see it from the pot? I think I'm just eating from the pot. Can we sleep? I wonder if I can read a book. There's a... Let's try reading a book. Let's see if there are books that we can read. I stole a load of books. What's the point in stealing books if you don't read them? We'll take all the books. We'll take the cheap books. I just need one. I don't need to read two of the same book. Yeah, I'll take the cheap books. Why do I have 3 of these? Sit on my bed. And see if I can read one of these books. E to read. There we go. Do I get anything for reading it? An old file check. If you want to read this, I'll give you time to pause the game, and then second page is this. I'll give you time to pause the game, and you can read that bit as well. But I'm not one for reading this. Is that it? Well, the stars vanished. I think I do need to read them. And that will do. Yeah, star vanishes. So I think, yeah. We'll continue reading. I don't know if there's a reading skill. Oh, you snoring bastard. He's disgusting. Turned us into the police. Into the guard. Damn him. Anyway. Read you. What about this? And that will do. The obedience of disciples. Oh, there's a next page. And that. Will do. No more books. Nope. Even more. Ooh, reached a new level in reading. Outstanding. Fly through these books now. Everything? That is all my books. Read about 5 books tonight already. Alright, we'll put... Already read that. We'll take this stuff with a star on it. Might need a higher reading level in order to read it, but anything that doesn't have a star on anymore, you can... we should sell these, probably the trader, later on. Anything that now no longer has a star on, we can put back in our trunk. Let's have a look at our skills. Sit on here first. Right, skills. Oh, horsemanship. What do we get? We've already got heavy duty pony, so that pebbles can carry a little bit more for us. Dread steed. If your horse is wounded, it will run faster. I don't want to wound my horse. Ride on a storm. Your horse will be extremely skittish in storms, but will shy less in any other weather. Right. Strong thighs. Increase the chances of staying in the saddle if an opponent tries to unhorse you. Not got to the bits of combat where I might be unhorsed. We'll keep that horsemanship. Got skill in reading. When reading, you get tired and hungry twice as slowly as normal. All books are cheaper in shops. Well, so far I've stolen all my books. First time you look at the fresco, cross or wayside shrine, your charisma will increase temporarily by 2. No. The first time you look at a fresco. So, you'll never get it again. That seems a bit of a waste. Being well learned, you make a better impression on people and get a +1 speech bonus when trying to persuade a god. I could do that. That seems like a good one. Your level of study of a book you've read most of will advance automatically while sleeping or skipping time. What? Your level of study of the book you've read most. Your level of study of the book. So you study... what? Cushion. Got magic trick. We'll learn that. What else was there? Stealth. I think I was waiting for unlocking Crouching Chameleon with stealth. Same with agility, I think I was waiting for Fast Striker. So we'll save that. I could do some food as well. Now we read you. Okay. Read you as well. Discovering your recipes. Excellent. Wait, what? So you read the books, but then you eat them because they're not here anymore. I've found you already. Not found you yet. Alright, let's get some sleep. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Alright, let's at least sleep a few hours until it gets daytime. Oh, 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, mate, you've got some demons. See it from this pot. Nom nom nom. Is that us up to full nourishment? Nope. We can eat some of these. Bonjour, le sweet pancake. That lasts all the time. Lasts forever. Sweet pancake. Sweet pancake made with milk, flour and eggs. Well, it was pancake day the other day. Let's see. Whatever that was, and a couple of pancakes. Why am I fat? Why am I now gluttonous? Have a little wash for the morning. I'm ready to face the day. What a fine, crisp day. For some fine, crisp drill. What's our nourishment now? Nourishment 105 of 120. So, well... Alright, let's get on the horse. I think 120 is the absolute maximum. Do you know when you go out to an all-you-can-eat thing and you eat yourself into like a food coma? That's probably getting up to 120. But you're full, but you can't move. That's probably what 120 looks like. Right, let's go back to missions, shall we? We have... Which mission do we do? What are we doing here? Find out the limping man. Yeah, go on then. Let's fast travel towards it. Attack on the road.
Give me all you have.
Wow, blunt damage. Blunt damage. Oh. Blunt damage OP, yo. Blunt damage OP.
No, leave me alone, please.
No, you must die. How do you mercy kill with a blunt weapon? That's how you mercy kill with a blunt weapon. Holy moly. I didn't have my shield up as well. That worked really well. And where's your sword? I know you had a sword around here. You had an axe, and I will take that axe. But you had a sword that you dropped down here. Oh, I was meant to fix up my armor whilst I was going through town. Ah well. We'll do it another day. What did you have? Take that. Don't try and rob me on the side of the road and then attempt to surrender. That's not how it works. That'll do. Already overburdened. Did I not take you? I'm fairly certain I took your helmet. Did I not? No, I didn't. Go on then. find you. What do you have? I'll take that stuff off you. Ours will stack very nicely. The rest I don't need. Right, Pebbles, let's go. Although, before we go, let's get that shield out. Alright, so shield and essentially a bludgeon. That was pretty cool, like that. On we go. Place. Interesting sight. Oh. Tool overloaded. Alright, else. I need to give things to you. Cooper's axe. Weapons. Piercing arrow. We've already got 50 hunting arrows upon us. Wait, what are you? Coxcomb. Oh, you can go on my horse for the time being. Don't need you, or any of this. Essentially anything that we're not wearing we can chuck on our horse. Don't need a blacksmith's kit. I'll do. There we go. I wonder if having a shield out is going to be slower. I'll gauge that next time we get attacked. But I was impressed with the blunt damage. Randomly bludgeoning people to death with a spiky mace. Alright, we're here. I have to find somebody with a limp. A man with a limp. How the hell am I meant to find a man with a limp? Probably sit in the pub drinking all day. Do you have one there? Oh, he's a god. Sit in the pub drinking all day and watch people limping by. Excuse me, sir. Woman, have you seen a man with a limp? Yeah, the fellow with a limp.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
That'll be Lubosh. Gallows bait if I ever saw one. His place is at the end of the village, next to the stream. Take him and welcome.
Okay. What do you have to trade? No, you'll never have 150 ducats worth. Ah. Alright, come on, Pickles. Pebbles. This way. Oh, that was a hell of a lot of dialogue. Alright, it's here. Off we go. What is going on here? Find out more about Limpy Lubosh. What have I got on? What is that on my head?
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
Is he dead?
That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
What have I got
Who are
on?
you?
Why do I look so
I'm
ridiculous?
Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here.
Oh, it's pronounced shit.
What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit.
Oh no, the only person in the world with a limp.
Allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
I still look ridiculous. What is that on my head? Oh, that's fairly nasty.
Sacre. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
No, thank you. I will. I will. Well, first let's go pillage his house. There might be a dead person in there, but I ain't squeamish.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Oh, stick a sock in his mouth. Fine.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
Why did limp?
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Okay. Did you have any people that you can...
kith or kin in the village?
None.
Did you have any cronies?
A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
A little bit like me.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
That's nothing bad. Most people pricks. I'll end it there. Whoop.
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream.
Yeah, fair enough.
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
Because you just said that someone might have bludgeoned him to death.
Judas. Looks like this is meant to be a warning. But for who? Why? Maybe the gang had a falling out. But a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
Yeah, I commented about that the other day.
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him.
No, not ordinary tard jacket.
Agony.
I don't need to
No
pick
one
up
heard
an ordinary
anything.
tard jacket. Does he have food? He does. We can eat dead man's food. Sweet. Anything in here? Not really. What about in here? I suppose. Inspect.
A bed.
Seriously.
A bed.
Why would I need to inspect?
A bed.
Yeah, alright. What have we got here? Nope, don't need any of that. What about you? Nope, you can keep your onions to yourself. I'll pick your lock though. So sweet spot looks, it's quite a big one, and it's quite close to the tumbler, which is usually quite easy. Outstanding. There's nothing in there. Nothing in there that I want.
Nothing here. Nothing here.
There's bread there. And amongst other things. Nothing here, but there's a giant cabbage. Schnapps. What do schnapps do? Strong spirit will burn away all physical and spiritual woes. 27% alcohol. What are you? 13% alcohol. What does it do? Nourishment 20. Health 5. Energy 10. What does mead do? 5 mead tastes good, warms and fortifies you. Nourishment brings your energy down. It lasts all... No, I don't need any of that. So there's nothing here really. I don't think we're at the stage where we can fingerprint that. Alright. We'll ask the townsfolk a few questions. CSI Medieval. Are they gone? Ugh. You're right here. Oh, I should have talked to them first before they all got impatient and just wandered off. Or maybe you've kept that door open. I wonder if I can lockpick this without him seeing. New level in stealth. Brilliant. What have you got? Oh, nothing good. Nothing good. Nothing good but very heavy stuff. Oh, you stupid whistling. Don't come in here. Dude. Fine. Can I get in? Nope. Because that's not a door. Any more chests? Nope. Is this a house that I can get in? Nope, because that's not a door. I mean, he had quite the plot of land to say he was a scoundrel. All of this to him. Oh, you know that's something special. If I can't get into that from the inside. Nope, you know I have to jump in there. You ready? Oh, did you even jump? No. You can run and jump at the same time, can't you? You can. Right, okay. So I'll try getting that. Ugh. Might have got an angle. Nope. With all his weight on, I think he just plummets. That's better. That's better. Nope. I will get in there. Fine. Is there anything in there? I can't see anything. Oh, you tempt me. You tempt me with your giant hole. Let's go. Can I speak to people from horseback? That would make things easier. Can I just... Woman. Woman. Woman.
God almighty, can't you see there's people here?
I can. Could you not see me? He looks like he'd know a scoundrel. Or two.
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Aye.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Leiper. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Yeah, we need to go talk to the priest.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Oh, it's one of those villages where everybody...
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with?
Everybody knows everyone.
Or friends?
Proper curtain
Not with
twitching.
anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
It's a local village for local people.
That's all. Thank you.
No, end of dialogue. Right, we'll go immediately now to church. Take me to church. And see the priest. Where is the church again? It's up there. What?
Stop him, someone!
I will stop him.
Ah, watch where you're going. You're not getting away from you nearly killed me.
Good. I've got to get you. Wow, you run quick. I have
Straight to hell.
I have plated gloves on. You're getting as well. Ha! It's like, are we not done here?
Had enough? Yeah, you got me.
Yeah, I got you with your
Look,
bald
it was
head.
only a few groschen. No excuses.
There's
Hand it
no
over.
excuses.
Here.
Might be a
You
few
got the
groschen.
thrashing you deserved. I hope you've learned your lesson.
Might be a few
Yes,
groschen for him, but you know, you don't know who it's taking him from.
You really let him go? Just like that?
Yeah, get your money
did
back.
you get the loot back?
Of course I did.
I did. I have it here.
Thank you. That thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know, I'm no pinch purse. Here's a small reward.
Thanks.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Don't want to be disparaging of you for groschen, but this dandelion would probably be worth more. And this sage. And well done. What have I stood in? What is this? What is this place? There are a plethora of things I can pluck. Anyway. Let's go find the why are you running? Is this place full of thieves? Let's go find the priest. Go sing with Godwin.
Watch what you're doing.
What?
There's people walking here.
Well, if you run into the arse end of a horse, it's your fault. Where is this priest man? He'll be at the church. That's usually where they all congregate. The broken down church. Out of my way. Pickles and Pebbles is coming through. Is anyone in here? Last time I came in here, it was empty. Good day. Yeah, it's empty. Oh. I'm not playing Priest Hide and Seek. I've played that game before. Did not end up well. Can I go up here? Ooh. A hard lockpick. Let's be sneaky. As sneaky as you can be. What are you doing? I wonder if we could get away with this. Let's try. Until someone shouts at us. Where's the sweet spot? Just there. Uh-oh. Dong. Dong. Yeah, I think I've broken all my lockpicks. Yep, broken all my lockpicks. Damn it. Well, that's hard stuff here. Who are you? There he is. Oi. Oi. You better be sitting down. I'll stand him. It's going well, Martin. It's going well. Streaming a little bit of Deliverance just before I do some more EU4. Just until I get my brain sorted out. A few questions.
Blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father.
Ugh.
I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which
I need to
seems
polish
be
my
connected
armor.
to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy.
What?
I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm not exactly a lockpicking expert. I can do the easy stuff. They're very easy and easy. Fairly well. Pretty much first time. I have opened up hard and very hard, but it's, you know, if it's in a bit of a dodgy area and you have to follow it all the way around the tumbler sometimes.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately,
sometimes it can be a little bit difficult.
Know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Ugh.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. and one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Oh, what a mong. What an absolute...
Father,
slab.
surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
Ugh. Let's go with...
I've got no time for this. You might be happy to put people's lives at risk, but I refuse to, and I'll get that confession out of you by force if I have to.
You're threatening me.
Ugh.
You want to fight me? Well, I never. Well, why not? Let's have at it.
Uh-oh. Do I really want to be smashing a priest in the face? Well, yeah, kind of. I do, however.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think it's a very
Let's
good idea.
try to get it out of him diplomatically.
I got a bit carried away, Father.
I understand how keen you are. I'd truly like to help, but that really isn't the way. Let's start again and try another approach, eh?
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders.
Oh, I'm gonna have to
Only
work for
who
him.
could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening. In the tavern. Over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right.
I don't like where this is going.
Thank you, Father.
Ah, drinking wine with priests. I don't know. Don't like where that's going. What's this? Find out more about Limpy Lubosh. Well, is there a marketplace in here somewhere? Because I need to replace the lockpicks that I've just broken. Oh. Jumping over that wall in full plate mail. Like a boss. Alright. It's alright. You random trader. Will you have lockpicks upon your person?
God be with you.
Yeah, that priest was a bit of a badass. It's like, yeah, you want to fight? I'll fight you. It's like, that's not how being a priest works, is it? The trader here. Yeah, trader's up here. Do you have lockpicks? So I can come back later at night and lockpick your stuff.
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Aye. Okay. We'll talk trade first. Do you have any lockpicks? I might have to go to Miller to get a lockpick. No. Apparently the Millers are the scoundrels of the... Can I sell something? How much do you have? 180. Sell you bread. Apparently the Millers are the scoundrels of the... Oh, well, yeah, we'll just close that. Just get it out of my sight. Who are you? Shop guard. Yeah. Oh, I need to talk to him about Doobie Lubin.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
Where's Lubosh? Yeah, where was this
That man Lubosh who was murdered. What was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Suspicious?
Come to think of it.
Tell you from experience, full plate armor is easier to wear and handle the modern combat equipment. Yeah, you might
I
be
was
right
wondering
there.
what he was up to take
A little
to the
bit heavier.
faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Is this game for high-end PCs or can it be played on mid-end PCs? Well, in the graphic settings, in the graphic settings, you can set the graphics as high as you want or as low as you want.
Very late that night,
so,
and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village.
You know,
he looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
This is the same stuff that we got from the other guy.
That's all. Thank you.
So you can tinker it. You can tinker it to. I'll go on second. You got the normal graphic settings here, and then you got the advanced graphic settings, and you can set all these to ultra high or mega uber not high. So it can be tinkered to an extent. There's a lot of people on the forums saying that it's rubbish because they can't run it, but is that the game's fault or is it the equipment's fault? I don't know. Oh, I don't have my lockpick anymore. Damn it. Is there a mill around here? There will be a mill around here somewhere. Right, they're usually by streams. There's a windmill. There's a mill up here. We'll go practice our archery for a little bit. Until it gets dark. Oh, there's no one there as well. The easy ones. Oh, there's easier ones to do. And I broke both my lockpicks. Failing mega hard on a harder door. Full plate armor is about 30 kilograms and has a better weight distribution. Yeah, I can imagine that. Even weight distribution, it's got to be easier to run around in than having webbing on and a backpack, and at least there's a good amount of distribution. Who are you? Archery master. Let's talk to you. How much does the game cost?
I can be of help to you.
Don't know, about £30, I think. I don't know if I don't know if it's worth the full price. You might want to archery contest.
Is there someone here who compete with me in archery?
You might want to wait until the first sale comes along.
I'll explain the rules to you.
But it's all right.
Shoot 7, 13, or 21 arrows, depending on who you're shooting against.
Oh wow.
The straw surround is worth 1 point, the white ring 2, and the bullseye 3. Whoever finishes shooting first gets 3 extra points. The round ends when everyone is finished shooting, and whoever has the most points wins. It's the custom to wager on it, to make it more interesting, see? The better the archers you shoot against, the higher the stakes.
I am terrible.
That seems straightforward.
I'm terrible at archery.
Don't leave while the contest is underway, and never aim or shoot at anything but the target. Otherwise, you're out. Got it?
Got it.
Usual range principles.
How good are you with a bow?
I am terrible.
So I can find you a suitable opponent.
I am terrible.
I'm a beginner.
Doesn't matter. At least you'll get a bit of practice. Beginners shoot 7 arrows around. Splendid! Here's some arrows for you. But you can use your own if you want. Meanwhile, I'll round up the competition.
Okay. So we can either go quick. You get... That's a long way away. Or we can go slow. Or we can go slow and maybe get stuff on target. Wow, I got one. Yeah. But it comes with practice, I suppose. Alright. Too high. Ah, well, we got 3 extra points for finishing first. I think I'm going to need them. Ooh. Yes. I am the winner. I mean...
Put that weapon away, damn it.
Sorry, man. We didn't really win though, did we? We just failed the least. Do my arrows magically disappear? They do. I'm gonna have to practice at this. I'm gonna have to practice at this again. Let's go again.
Is there someone here who compete with me in archery?
I'm sure someone can be found. How good are you with a bow?
Terrible. Still
So I
terrible.
can find you a suitable opponent.
Well, we needed the 3 bonus points for finishing first. But let's continue with beginner.
Doesn't matter. At least you'll get a bit of practice.
I know, that's what I'm going for.
Shoot 7 arrows around. Splendid. Here's some arrows for you. But you can use your own if you want.
I mean, bows were the
Meanwhile,
first
I'll
super
round up the
weapons.
competition.
Being able to impart damage at distance back in the day. Oh wow. Ah, too high. It kind of it shakes around once you're at full stretch. One good arrow, and the rest have been terrible. The rest have been utterly turgid. Well, got one there. Aiming too high. Wait. Did you not say go?
I told you, you're not allowed to leave.
Alright. What? But they weren't doing it. Oh, I see the game.
Hey, stick that weapon in your belt before the guards see you.
I'll stick it with your arse in a minute. So I'm disqualified because they won't.
Peculiar weather we're having this year.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, you want to stick your head out of the door now and again, you old idler.
The fuck is this?
First it's pissing down, then roasting hot. Then the wind would blow you off your feet. And next thing, it's dead calm. I wouldn't be surprised if we had snow next.
It's always been like that, though. Anyway, if it does snow, I'll just drag the sledge out of the barn.
You're just mocking me now.
You know it's blue sky.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Blue sky and blazing sunshine.
But I heard it snowed in Sternberg only a week ago.
I don't know.
Nonsense. Who told you such a thing?
It's true. Swear.
That was a fix. That was a fix. They just... Let's have a look. Well, we have a speech thing. We went up a speech level. What about combat? Do we have bow? We do have bow. What happens with bow? Why can I not increase... With things like swords, you can get... Let's bring it up. Get this kind of stuff. So you can activate... Wow, my brain really isn't working. Combinations. There you go. But you can't do that with unarmed, and you can't do that with a bow. So what happens with our increasing experience with a bow? Bow skills make you more proficient with bows and arrows, increasing the power of your attacks until you reach level 5. You're unable to hold the bow. Oh, until you reach level 5, you're unable to hold the bow correctly. And when firing, the string will flay your forearm, causing injury unless you're wearing a arm brace or other arm guard. In which case, firing will only drain stamina. Right. So I think up until about level 5 in bowmanship, your bow's going to be pretty much all over the place. I see. I see. Okay, we do have a few points knocking about, but with the stealth, I don't want daring and debonair, and I don't want Rainman because they don't look like they'll be good. But these two both open up at level 5, so I'm going to save the point that I get for the next level. When both of these unlock at level 5, I want both of them. Crouch Chameleon, 30% stealth bonus when crouch. That looks really, that looks like it'd be good. And Stealth Kill allows us to kill from stealth if we have a dagger in our hand. Both of them look like they'll synergize really well with each other. So we'll try to pick them up at the same time. So it means saving a few points. Same over here. That's probably why I've saved an agility point. I'd rather have... Falling will cause you 30% less injury. I don't fall much. I'd rather pick up Fast Striker and maybe Light Armor. Not wearing a plate at you with 50% easy if he dodge strikes in combat. Maybe not then. Perfect throw. Better chance of throwing winning dice. Really? Taunt. Successful evasion during combat will lower your opponent's morale. Ooh, that'd be nice. So you can go the full plate. Why have we not got any arrows equipped? You can go full plate and just tank it out, or you can go light armor and be quick and agile, and both ways are mega viable. Being able to dodge out of the way of an incoming strike, it almost affords you a free strike on the enemy, at the cost of, if you get it wrong and you've only got light armor on, then you're going to get hit fairly hard. Why do I not have any arrows? Alright, get them equipped. Alright, I tire of this game. I wonder if we can... I wonder if I can just equip all my arrows here and fire them into this target, and if that would count. It's a bit cheesy, but let's have a look in my inventory. If it works, I'm not going to stay here and do it, but it'll be interesting to see. So we're about halfway. We'll fire 10 arrows into this target. At least I know that I'm going to be able to get them back. If I fire my arrows from back there and they go beyond the target, then I'm going to be walking half a mile down there trying to retrieve arrows back. Oh. So you have to kind of aim down and right of where you need it to be. But this is how you learn archery, isn't it? You start in front of the target and then you move further and further back. Bring yourself onto target again, so you know where and how to aim off. Alright, let's look in the inventory. Has that done anything for my archery? Nope, not really. So that doesn't work, so don't do that. Maybe we can only increase our bow proficiency when we're hitting living things, or if it's an actual contest. Maybe it's confined to that. Or you can go out hunting hares and other animals, or people for that matter. Oh, you stay here. I'm going to have a little walk around. What do you have here? Nothing. Okay. No, what? Who's where? I was nowhere. Right, let's put my bow away. Otherwise people are going to get mega freaked out. Is there something else we can be doing? Until... Find out more about Lubosh. Oh, I am. Meet the parish priest in the tavern in the evening. Oh, I have to wait. Going to have to wait for that. I'm going to head up to the mill. Grab my horse. We'll head up to the mill. All the scoundrels and the thieves own mills, apparently. And we'll try and pick up a couple more lockpicks. Constellation Cross. Okay. Hope there's a miller up here. Better be. see if he's in the actual windmill. Good day, sir. Oh, it's not asleep in his bed. You all the way up here? Nope. What is this meant to be? Maintenance, I suppose. Right, so he's not there. Might be in his house. Uh-oh. Are you inside or outside? You're inside. Can you come outside so I can so I can trade with you? Go on. Bring the other man out. You. No, not a villager.
I am honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Fine. Let's talk about
Come
the
in
bush.
the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
Oh, he's going to tell me exactly the same things, isn't he?
Murdered. What was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
Do you know where the miller is? Because I need to buy things off him.
That's all.
Such as lockpicks. Well, there's a windmill here. I would have expected there to have been a miller. Maybe they're very specific with the types of mills that they work with. Maybe it's just the water mills. Might be just the water mills. Oh, we have to go all the way back here to pick up a lockpick. Hopefully not. What are you? In the glade. Oh, fine. Well, we can go sleep in that dead man's house until night time, and then we can go visit the. What's what? And then we can go visit the priest. Go drinking with the priest tonight. Get your pickles. Pebbles. Let's go. Back to the town. No one's going to be bothered if we sleep in a dead man's house, are they? I don't think they will. Ooh, discovered a grave. Horse, do you have that spade on you? You do, excellent. Is the full stream going to be? Yeah, about 6 PM. About 6 PM my time. Yeah, so in about 3 hours. We'll start digging this person up. Lullaby potion. Interesting. Witch potion and doll maker potion. Right, okay. You weirdo. Let's go. Enough of desecrating for today. We'll go sleep in his house. Nope. Right. Has been taken down. Well, we'll shut that door. And we'll get our head down for a bit. Sleeping in a dead person's house. Till about 2 hours. Till the evening time, and then we'll go and meet the priest for drinks and such. Oh, never thought I'd utter that in my whole life. That should be enough. Let's go. To the pub pebbles. Let's go. I'm away, woman. Which way is it? I think it was the other way. You're fairly certain it's the other way. Here we go. Right, priest, where are you? You inside? He is. Who's this fine lady? Nick, can I talk? There we go.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. My pleasure. But maybe we can work something out.
Oh,
But first, I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Might as well tell him.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about your kin?
I might be able to get this fool to consecrate the ground.
They're dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovno. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
Should probably take my helmet off.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujit, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened in Neuhof? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
There you go.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed,
I don't know.
They won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
So you don't want your secret, your power over people to be diminished. I get it. I get it. Full. Look at excuses.
You're just making excuses. The people who say the church is corrupt are right. You don't care about anyone, only your own comfort.
I'm sorry you see it that way. Really sorry. You've no idea how wrong you are.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujits isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. The tongue-lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison. And nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive fur. While Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny.
Maybe not.
That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
What's the preach against debauchery?
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticises the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
No struggle to get that out.
Pour me one.
What do you think of Who's? The teacher and master Who's? What do you think about Who's?
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Teacher and master
Where
Who's?
can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
No, why?
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
Okay, enough about that.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. It's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
I got them.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
We've reached a new level in drinking. Oh, outstanding. Leveling up in drinking with my silly halo on. Drinking and checking.
Enough of this!
Uh-oh.
Bailiff! Come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped, and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can write is me.
Enough! Men! Throw them out.
I didn't realise drinking was going to turn into this. Can't they just have a civilised pint? Evidently not.
You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Uh-oh. Help Godwin. Fine. Maybe he'll tell us stuff.
I'll slaughter you.
I think I just punched my horse.
Hey, you! Hold! You get your penance now.
I'm going to enjoy it. Bless you. Good boy.
Get out of the way, woman.
Thou shalt not hurt thy neighbor, fucker.
You dead.
Oh, we just got hit really hard with something. I didn't realise I could get my... What just happened there? What just happened there? Fisticuffs turned into... No, alright, let's continue that. Yeah, I thought I'd leave the cutscene with the singing in. I thought it'd be check. What were they singing about? Random drinking and debauchery. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this again now. Right. How did simple fisticuffs turn into someone suddenly getting a... someone took a mace out and shit went down. There's always one person who has to ruin it. Although I can't look at my silly head through all that again. Right. Might have to skip through a few of these cutscenes then. Alright, Pebbles, this time I'll park you somewhere a little bit better. Where you're not going to be in the way. Because I think I punched you last time in the melee of it all. Right. Go talk to this fool.
Jesus, look where you going.
I was looking. Right, you. Huh, part 2. Let's go.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can... But first I like...
Like some scallop.
Oh.
Well,
they're dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear. It must have been...
Yeah, it was terrible.
It was terrible. God knows what. I didn't make it to... They almost killed me.
I don't.
My poor child.
I don't.
And how did you come...
He did?
Ah. Now the most...
Okay.
The rumours are the Neuhoff I'm sure they would have killed.
I see it's every... Well then.
Alright.
I've told you all of...
Yeah,
well,
okay.
we've had an... So...
Henry.
Yeah.
If people...
I understand, but that means...
Chin up, lad.
What?
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret.
Alright.
But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujid...
Alright, enough.
It has to be some tongue-lashing special.
Okay.
Well, I hear you. I'm thinking...
What sermon?
The preaching, the just like... They know... You... What? Wild...
Alright, okay.
Funny.
What... I'm...
Enough about preaching.
Thanks for the...
What do you suppose?
Do we help him out? Do we help him out? I'll give it another go.
Ah, that's...
I knew you would.
Grab the level and drinking. Get to the point where we're fighting.
Come on then, fella.
You got one. Oh,
come and get it. Did that hurt? Don't worry. I won't get you in trouble. We'll just have a bit of a punch-up.
That's one down. That's two down.
Always in the evening while there's still a bit of light. She sits down and gets on with it. And she's quite deft at it by now.
I'm not surprised. Betty was always good with her hands.
You're right there. Anyway, I showed a couple of people you made last time to hold congress on the table. The one I like this time. Right away, he'll take them. And how much do I want them? I was surprised.
I'm still drunk. Reached a new level in warfare. Am I drunk? Yeah.
I'd love to. And Henry too, I'm sure. Right, Henry?
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind?
What is going on
people
here?
Say?
They can say what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me?
Yeah,
Watch the step, my dear.
Yeah, I'm drunk.
Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Godwin, you're a buffoon.
Someone's gonna end up plummeting to their death. I tried getting it.
What is it?
I broke lockpicks in here.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
We come to see his bell.
We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
Oh, great.
Ah, bloody oath. And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
I see.
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here. Oh.
What?
The priest has mounted up. What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little ride of our own?
Yeah, why not? Okay. Looks like I'm a little bit drunk still. How the hell do I get rid of being drunk? Do I talk to this fool? How do I... I don't think there's any...
Serious?
I don't think there's any talking to him. Where's my kit? Where did I leave all my stuff?
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Hopefully it tells us what we need to know this time. Oh, he better not be,
Godwin, you beast.
he better not be dead.
Get up. Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards.
Oh, fucking hell. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. Oh, my guts. Oh, my poor suffering stomach. Oh, what was that woman on about? Wait, before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten? Where the fuck am I? What the fuck was it? Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well.
is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me. I'd like to help you, but you can. You can do the sermon for me.
What?
What?
So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose as Sir Ratzig's protege, you just came from studying in Prague, and you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look, from what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless.
Well, this is taking a twist.
How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Ugh. Go on then. Drinking binge. Done. Outstanding. Go on then.
Well, alright. I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubosh.
Okay,
Christ
we can do
almighty.
this.
Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
Right.
Hey,
come on, Henry. Don't tell me you changed your mind.
Why does he... Why does it sound like Morty? No, like Rick. Why does it sound like Rick? Still drunk. Yep, still drunk. Come on, let's go. Oh, I could have got dressed. Where's all my clothes?
What?
I thought he'd never show up. The swill pump.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you.
Look at him. Mother of God, any minute now he'll throw up.
So I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hac facite in meam commemorationem.
Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where by the grace of God was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard.
Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Uh-oh.
Now I'm curious which one of them will puke first.
Probably me. I can do this. Start modest. We have a -2 to that though. That's only a -1, which brings us down to 5. Oh, we'll start length at 7.
Greetings, brothers and sisters in Christ. I am here to tell you about Mother Church and to show you through my words how she is falling into decay and abandon, how the once great mother of all Christians is losing her dignity and trading in souls like the merchants in the temple. But I am digressing.
That whelp wants to preach about the church.
Uh-oh.
Just as we are commanded to obey the priests in matters of virtue, so are we commanded to defy them face to face if they live contrary to God's commandments.
Hear that, Godwin?
Harshly.
It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, cumens, hunger, and chaos. The accursed wealth that the church is drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame! Shame upon them!
Aye. To sin is human.
It is the custom of the gluttonous prelates and monks to preach against sin. But what do they know of us ordinary folk? Let us remember the marriage at Cana, where our Lord Jesus Christ himself feasted with the other guests and drank his fill. And when the wine was gone, he performed a miracle and created more. He, whose companions were poor travellers, simple folk, prostitutes and troublemakers, performed a miracle so the feast could continue.
Now that's the kind of sermon I like to hear.
No, brothers and sisters. Jesus did not condemn alcohol. Drink to lighten the cross you bear in this vale of tears, but not with such abandon that you cannot keep holy the Sabbath. For there should be moderation in all things, and it is not drinking itself that is sinful, but intemperance and beastly indulgence.
He's right.
Aye. I think I might have just turned all these people into drunks. I think I'm going to continue harshly, because I've got 7 and they've got 7.
Enough
So
about
kind of,
sin,
we're
which
even.
the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you only pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates. Away with them.
We're fortunate to have our good Father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
Criticized botched priests, including stand up for Godwin.
God sees what is happening on earth, and he is filled with righteous wrath that those who should seek the salvation of souls instead seek mammon and the idle comfort of lucrative posts. Blessed are the shepherds who share the poverty of their flock, who are as one with you and bear with you the burden of this earthly pilgrimage, who do not condemn your venial sins.
Oi! All honour to Godwin! Let him drink like one of us!
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
That went well, I think. We excused our drinking and rowdiness, and general debauchery. And,
Have you no shame, you pair of buffoons?
uh-oh.
I'll be writing to the bishop of this.
Yeah,
For shame.
But you can't
Utterly
write.
blasphemous.
Can you believe such behaviour? For men of the cloth to get drunk at pigs in church?
What? I thought it went well. I thought it went well.
So, is our deal still on?
Are you pulling my fucking pizzle? I couldn't have done worse myself if I'd puked on the altar.
Well, I'm no preacher.
I thought that didn't went
noticed.
well.
And I wasn't the only one.
You can't be serious. After all that?
All what? All you making a complete hash of my sermon? You were supposed to help, not get me into even more trouble. Now I'll have the bishop on my back, and all the villagers. Just leave, I need to pull myself together.
And what am I supposed to do?
Find someone else to help you.
I thought that went well. I thought that went okay. Oh, have I still got my kit on? No. Where is my kit? Oh, it's got to be around here somewhere. Did I leave it in a barn?
You're right there. Anyway, I showed a couple of pieces she made last time to all Pogo and Pablo. The one I like.
Where is my clothing? Took me quite a while to assemble that clothing. I would like it back. It's up here. New power supply recently after my old power broke. After your old power supply broke. Because before getting this new power supply screen was flickering horizontally, and now it's happening again with the new one. I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh, I can just jump down. Nope. I just sprained both my ankles. Brilliant. Oh, that's even worse. What is this? Don't think I want to know. Where's my stuff? Where's my kit? Is it in that barn over there? We are going to be out for the count. Oh, is this... Where's my stuff? Oh, it's... I'm carrying it. Fair enough. If the screen's flickering both power supplies, the old one and the new one, it would suggest it's not a power supply issue. Have you changed your screen for something different? I don't know if you have a laptop or if you have a PC. Might be a monitor. That's the one constant in between your two situations. It is nice. It's a really pretty game, and I've had to turn the settings down for streaming so that my encoder doesn't struggle. But when I play with myself, we're getting clean and washing a trough. Okay. But I play by myself. I can turn the settings up. It is really a thing of beauty.
What? Do they heed the word? Those bloated bellies? They fleece you off your last groschen. They would have you slave for their filthy dungeon.
Let's talk to the villager.
Good health to you.
Oh, it's that thief that ran behind us.
Come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Sir Hanush gives a
There are
job
people
like
that are
to a
struggling
young fella like you.
with being able to run it, but I don't know. Is that the game's fault if you don't have the equipment to run the game? I mean, in the settings you can turn the settings down to quite low settings, but I don't know. The higher settings are there for a reason.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a strange one. Always drinking, bad-tempered.
Yeah, I keep getting this stuff from
Have you noticed anything?
all of them.
See much of it.
Do you know what Lubosh?
I don't think the villagers are going to be able to tell me anything else
Do you
about
know
him.
anyone?
I really don't know.
Oh, he doesn't know anything. None of them do.
That's all. Thank you.
And that.
Holy at all. We even have 2 popes. What is it about believer to make of it?
Why do we need that priest if you're going to do this stuff here?
How many more holy fathers will we have?
I don't
Love
know.
thy neighbor more than thyself.
Oh. That quest is over, is it? What? Main quest. Tune to find out if anyone knows about Limpy Lubosh. Maybe a town bailiff. If not, Sir Hadrig's or... I asked the town bailiff. I think the town bailiff is going to be a little bit mad at us. But we'll see if we... Who's this man? Innkeeper. You might know something about it.
God be with you.
I had the same problem before, and after 5 minutes of flickering the PC turned off and couldn't turn on to the PC to the service, and they replaced the old power supply with a new one. They've replaced it and it still hasn't fixed the problem. I thought everything was fine and now it's happening again. So it's something that's degraded from them to now. Just check on the connectors with the power supply then. Maybe. I don't know, maybe... I don't know. I don't know. What's happening around here? Go on, what's happening around here?
Suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed there is.
Oh, hello.
Around here? You should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing. Oh, and another thing. Just last night, Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman.
The herb woman?
He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either.
Ooh. The herb woman. What can I trade with you? How much do you have? 150. What could we sell? No, I don't want to sell any of that. What could we buy? Could we buy a lockpick maybe? Can't buy a lockpick. I don't want any of your stuff. The herb woman. Oh, it's the filthy wench that we had relations with.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well.
Horizontal flickering happens only while playing games. Oh, that might be down to your GPU then.
But ask if you must.
If your GPU is having issues, if it's struggling with the graphical settings of games, then it might be a thing.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance.
Have you noticed anything?
I don't think they're going to be able to tell.
Do you know what Lubosh?
I don't think.
What's she doing there?
Do you know who Lubosh?
As far as I know.
No, no.
That's all. Thank you.
Alright, we have to go find this herb woman then, I think. Who are you? Or the bailiff. Herb woman or bailiff. Have you seen the bailiff? Townsman, the town guard will know where the bailiff is. Alright, ignore me. I don't mind. Oh, if I was the bailiff, where would I hide? Why is a random... Is this what happens when people lose boots back in the day? Just stick them on a post. Yeah, someone will be back for this. Like the gloves that you see randomly on fences. Who does that? Who even does that? So where does the bailiff live? Is there a bailiff house? Bailiff is going to end up in a big house, isn't he? We'll check inside the pub first. I don't... Oh, I can't get inside. Nope. Can't talk to him. Can I ask the whereabouts of this bailiff person? To be honest, I'm getting tired of walking around this town. Can't believe that sermon wasn't good enough. We had more successes than we had fails.
Hey!
Oh, yeah, I know. Random villager, random villager. Well, it looks like my hangover is kind of, it's on its way out. So you get a drunkenness, and then you get a hangover. Let's have a look at my statuses. Hangover. Got a splitting headache and feeling of great regret. That hangover is not a feeling of regret, is it? Hangover reduces your strength, agility, vitality, speech, and charisma. It makes you more conspicuous. Degree of these negative effects depend on how much you drank and how long the hangover lasts. Tip on a drinking skill. The more experienced you are, the shorter the hangover, it will dissipate eventually, or be cured with a marigold decoration. Or hair of the dog. That'll wear off as well. Skills. Drinking. What's this? The beer you get is 50% weaker, so you can drink more, but wine is twice as strong and will make you drunk faster. On the offense alcohol, your hand will shake 25% less and your bow skill is higher by 2, but when sober your hand will shake 25% more. What? So essentially you have to be drunk all the time. I don't think I want skills in drinking. But if it's alcohol, lasts twice as long unless you drink yourself into oblivion. You suffer no negative effects, but once sober, your hangover will also last twice as long. When drunk, you get 50% bonus on speech and charisma. When hungover, these stats drop by 50. I might save that point for loose tongue. Get drunk on 50% less alcohol, giving your hand earned, saving your hard-earned groschen. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Woman, are you a herb woman? What are you doing? Nope, villager, villager, more villager. They're just running around in our pants at the moment. And barefoot. Some sort of urchin. Do you look like a herb woman? Like, let's see. Let's jump over this wall. You herb woman? Nope, nope. Just villagers. Alright, pigs. Blacksmith. Blacksmith with a easy lockpick, but I don't have lockpick because I broke all my lockpicks. Damn it.
What's going on out there?
I'm trying to find the bailiff. That's what's going on out here. What if he's still in the church? Oh, he won't be in the church. He might have gone to the scribe because he wanted to write a letter to Mr. Hanush. We'll go try the scribe's office. I'm actually thinking with my brain. Who are you? You seem important. Lumir. You have a name. That makes you important.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I need. Oh, I've already asked him.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't look very
I
official.
know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
You don't know nothing. That, my friend, is a double negative.
That's all. Thank you.
Good day, sir. Who are you? Rutch. If they've got names, they're probably
God be with you.
Sort of important-ish. Nope, it's greyed out. I've already asked him all the stuff that I need to. Alright, bailiff, are you in here? Oh, look, I used my brain. I used my brain, and it worked. Bailiff is here. Penning that note to
My
Hanush.
respects to you.
Godwin won't tell me who Lubosh's cronies were. I've reached a complete standstill.
Don't even mention that so-called priest.
Okay.
He knocked out one of my teeth yesterday, and you were there with him. I ought to clap you in the stocks.
I'll go willingly if you stick Godwin next to me. It'd be worth it just to see him suffer.
I can well imagine. I've already told you, nobody came here to see him. But now it occurs to me. I did hear he was tried in Rattay for some mischief or other. Maybe you can find out something there. The scribe might have made a record of it.
Thanks, bailiff. I never thought of that.
And let me give you another piece of advice. Don't go boozing with Godwin again.
Yeah, fair enough. Can we eke out anything more from you? More about
Another thing about Lubosh.
No, I'll do. And that dialogue. Oh, here it's scribe. How's things? Write that letter for Hanush. Oh, what could we trade? You have 200. What's primer? Skill book on reading. Can be read after achieving level 5. Oh, progress. That's the first one that I've seen that has had a progress bar. How much are you worth? Right, let's add you to the basket. And let's add you to the basket. And we'll haggle for this. Oh, both of these books.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye.
The scribe's got weird eyes, like a dead fish or something. What about a flat 200 for both? Acceptable?
Satisfied?
Come now. Just a little more and we have a deal.
Oh, I shouldn't really be haggling whilst I'm hungover, but I'm going to stick to my guns at 200.
Aye, that would do it.
Outstanding. I could have probably got it for less, but haggling whilst you're hungover is probably not a good idea. I'm going to eat from your pot though. Nice. Right, so it looks like we have to go back to Rattay and find out. Talk to Rattay scribe, to look through the Rattay Black Chronicle for any record of Lubosh. Right. To my horse. Pickles. How the fuck do you get there? I did look down the street, you were not down that street. We do have a magical horse. Pebbles, not pickles. Pebbles. Let's put on all our kit. Before we go, we might end up getting hit along the way. Got a Morning Star, put a necklace on, why not? Curious. Padded coif. The brick. Ring, why not? Warhorse coif, yep. Warhorse gauntlets. Warhorse greaves. Helmet, pauldrons. Waffen rock. Come, yep. Tight olive hose. Why not? And we need a body garment. I think it's this. Excellent. We do need to repair some of our stuff though. We'll do that when we get to Rattay. Have a heavy shield. We've already got our Morning Star. We'll put our bow on. Activate our hunting arrows as well. What's this? Spurs. Not seen any spurs just yet. Apart from the ones that we took off the bandit. Looking good? Looking fly. Let's go. And let's fast travel there. We'll have a sleep outside Rattay. We'll regain some health. It'll probably be night time by the time we get to the gates. Carcass on the road. Nope. Carcass on the road, someone comes up to you and accuses you, but really it was them. And bandits will fight. Carcasses, there's nothing to see really. They're already dead. Well, that's been uneventful. Right, if we go down here, our hunger status has dropped off. We can sleep here until we're fully rested. Probably wait till the morning now, actually. Yeah, let's get in here. Oh, sleeping in full armor. That cannot be comfortable. How much can we sleep? 12 hours. Let's go. That should fix our feet. We'll get our health back. Get our energy back. Wake up in the morning, we'll eat from the pot, and then we'll go and trade some stuff. Nice crisp morning. Good morning, Pebbles. What is this? Random chicken. I'll just eat from the bowl. Right, so we're good. Got a health pack. Our feet are fixed. Ready to go. Good day, sirs. Where do we need to go? All the way down to the scribe. Alright. Said that way. Let's gallop with gay abandon through the town. Alright, scribe, where are you? Wait, where is it? This is all a bit big. It shows you the general location of him, I suppose, but I'd like it to be better. That's the apothecary. The scribe in here. I know the jail's in here. Like, randomly. Like down here somewhere. Oh wait. Random jail. Scribe, are you in here somewhere? Well, there are books. Are you the scribe? Nope, you are.
Hey, Henry, come.
Bailiff. I'll see if I need to speak to him.
Good God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
Oh, cheers, mate.
Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
Nothing of interest to me, thank Christ.
Okay.
You look like you've got a lot on your plate, Master Bailiff. Is work keeping you busy?
Busy? I've had so many visitors, I wouldn't wonder if the door fell off its hinges.
What's going on?
I've been given the task of putting some of the Scarlet's refugees to work. It's not that there's a shortage of jobs, the problem's sharing them out fairly.
I understand. Everyone has mouths to feed.
The worst part is they won't tell you who really needs a job the most, but you might be able to help, Henry.
How?
They're like to be more honest with you, so you can find out who's in the most need. And you can decide for yourself who'll do what. Will you help?
Go on then.
If you need help, I'll do whatever I can.
You're a godsend. I'm sure it won't take too long. You know how the refugees are getting on, don't you? But ask around if you need to find out more.
What kind of work are we talking about?
Well, old Hagen is looking for a cook, and we need 5 carriers.
A cook and 5 water carriers? That sounds simple enough. Is there a problem?
A little. We need 3 water carriers, but the other 2 will have to carry, begging your pardon, shit. Or as the Pope would say, excrement.
Can you tell me anything more about the cook?
You'll have to ask Hagen yourself. I couldn't get a straightforward answer out of him. Maybe he's changed his mind.
Right.
How come that's such a cause for concern?
For one thing, they're afraid of me. And I can't get a straight answer out of any of them. So how the hell am I supposed to make the right choice?
Oh, they're desperate. You can't blame them.
I don't, but I might end up picking some good-for-nothing who'll just booze his wages away.
Is there anyone who can tell me more about it?
Yes, the merchant Conrad Hagen is the one looking for a cook, so you can talk to him. And young Alex will know which of the Scarlet's folk are best suited to the job.
What do I need to know about the water carriers?
We need 3. Right now, some of the burgers' hands are doing the job.
And they need to go all the way down to the river for water.
Of course, where else would they get it? Gallows Hill? It's not an easy job, but someone has to do it.
And the other carriers with the poop.
What can you tell me about the other carriers?
It's dirty,
The
but
poop
it's a
carriers.
job that needs to be done. There'll be more than enough work for them. Some places are overflowing.
Sounds disgusting. Why would anyone want the job?
If all else fails, I'll pay 2 groschen for every 1 I pay the water carriers. That might convince someone.
Oh, I'll do that job.
That's all I need to know.
It's only poo.
Good luck, then.
Everyone poops. Right. So in our quest to find the scribe, we have landed with yet another quest. I need to get lockpicks as well. That reminds me. Right, so we went in there. This is the tailor's. Can I? No, it's locked. What's this? No, it's locked as well. Yeah, what? I've already opened you at some point. Let's not rob in the broad daylight. Right, where's this scribe? Talk to the Ratte scribe. So he's to our left somewhere. Let's have a little wash. He's not going to be in the apothecary, is he? Why is everyone locked? Is he behind here? Is that his house? Alright, apothecary. Somewhere that... Start alchemy. Oh, I see. Well, we've not got to the point where we're capable of alchemy stuff just yet, so I will learn that another day. Let's not walk before we can run. Let's not run before we can walk. That's the one. That's the way to say it. Scribe, where are you? Why is everything shut? I know it's the morning time, but still.
Grant unto them, O Lord, and let the perpetual light shine upon them. And may the souls of all the faithful departed, through the mercy of God.
What about talking to you about the other priest? What about Ratte? No. Let's finish some of the missions that we've already got before we embark on others. Right, where is this damn scribe? Where are you meant to be? Butcher. These guys open for business yet? No. Ugh.
Find it nowhere else.
Talk to Ratte scribe. Look through Ratte Black Chronicle. Look through the Ratte Black Chronicle. The Black Chronicle. If I was a Black Chronicle, where would I hide? In an office. Office like this, maybe? Are you Chronicle? Nope. No, I don't want to rob the books, I want to read them. What through here? Trespassing. It'll be fine. Nope. The Black Chronicle. Upstairs? Are you Black Chronicle? Nope. Do you have Black Chronicles in you? Nope. Wait, are you the scribe? Oh. I have to wait for this fool to get up. Fine. Well, I'll sit down and I'll start reading my book. Can you imagine that? Go to sleep and then wake up and someone's just sat in your room reading a book, waiting for you to get up. Alright, let's read that. Let's read that. Let's study it for an hour. Oh. One question: I'm playing EU4 as Byzantine. I'm wondering which nations should I ally before I go to war with the Ottomans. Ideally, you want the... he's still not awake. What is this? What is this? Are you up yet? No. Ideally, you want the Ottomans to be going to war with somebody else and then you jump on the back of it. So, ideal situation would be Venice or Hungary allying Albania. You increase relations with Albania to the point where they would accept an alliance, but don't ask for it just yet. You dump all your ships except galleys. You want, yeah, all ships except galleys, I would say. And then build up to your 4 slimming galleys plus a couple more. You want at least as many galleys as the Ottomans have. So you've got a galley fleet and you've got relations with Albania up to the point where they would ally you, and then you wait. You wait until the Ottomans declare war on Albania. That will drag in Venice. Ottomans have counted on Venice or Hungary getting dragged in, but at that point you wait until the Ottomans have got all the way across towards Albania, where they're quite far away from you. You put your galleys in the sea zone between the Bosphorus sea zone to blockade that strait, and you ask for an alliance with Albania. At that point, they'll ask you to join in the war. They'll ask you to get involved. You join their fight, and you run from Constantinople to Bega. So it will still be called Bega. It only flips once it's in your hands. If you can take Bega and have a blockaded strait, the Ottomans can't get back at you unless they go and sit on Constantinople and they siege through Constantinople. So you've got all that time to take as much land as you can in Anatolia, on the other side of the Bosphorus, and peace out yourself. Don't stay in that war too long, because essentially it's not your war, it's Albania's war. So peace out for about, I don't know, 50, 60, 70% peace deal. If you're lucky, then you'll peace out for a 70% peace deal. You'll hammer you'll hamstring the Ottomans so much that Albania and Venice, or Albania and Hungary, depends who are in the war together, will continue that fight and take another 70% chunk out of the Ottomans. So you can neuter the Ottomans very, very quickly, very early. Allied Albania, Hungary and Poland now making those galleys. Albania, Hungary and Poland. That's really good. If sometimes Hungary and Poland end up in a sort of a rivalry between each other, so you can get either one or the other. Or sometimes Poland doesn't rival the Ottomans, so that they have no interest in you strategically because you're not big enough. But obviously the tricks of setting the Ottomans as threatening will give you an extra little bit of relations with every country that is rivaled with the Ottomans. So yeah, once you've done that, it's just jumping on the back of other people's wars. If you see the Mamelukes declaring war, chances are that the Ottomans are going to send all of the troops to the south. So in the previous peace deal, you should have taken. You already have Constantinople. You should have taken Edirne, so you never have to take a province in order to get the blockade. All you need is ships in that blockade. Once they've shipped all their troops south to deal with the Mamluks, declare the war, blockade the strait, and have fun in the Balkans, taking all that Ottoman stuff, and they'll never get to you. The first few wars with the Ottomans, you shouldn't really lose men other than to attrition. There should never be a war unless they can march, or unless they get access all the way around through Crimea. And if they do, then that's just unfortunate. Try to get a few forts and white piece them out, and just try again another time when maybe Crimea or maybe Poland won't give them access. Yeah, ditch all your access as well. Ditch every single bit of access you've got with everybody. You don't want to risk ally of ally or enemy of enemy access routes for your enemy. How exactly do I get into Anatolia without transport ships? You said I should have only galleys in my fleet. You can walk across the strait. You can walk from Constantinople to Edirne, and from Edirne across the strait into Bega. As long as you have ships in that strait, as long as you control that strait, you'll be able to get across. What am I doing? What am I even doing? I was going to read the book for another hour, wasn't I, until he woke up. Let's study you for another hour. I wonder if it's Sunday today. I wonder if it being Sunday means everyone just sleeps. Maybe it's the Sabbath. No one wants to do anything. But yeah, you can cross straight. Another level in reading. Excellent. Can I? You're still asleep. How are you still? I'm gonna get up and poke him. You can get across straight crossings as long as you own one side and you have ships in there. Get up. I want to talk to you.
God save you, good knight. What can I do for you?
I need to have a look in the Black Chronicle, Friedrich.
And I need blessed relief from my suffering.
So troops should be in Constantinople before I declare war. Yep, troops have to be in your land, otherwise they'll get black flagged. You'll want to march straight through Edirne as quickly as you can and get across to Bega.
I can't remember.
But you need to time it.
Oh,
well, I'll wait till this person's
It's
finished.
essential that I find out those names. Is there anything I can do to help you get back to work?
I can't go to work when I can't stand on my feet. Konyash the apothecary has an embrocation that helps, but it costs dearly. If you brought me some, it might do the trick.
Fine.
Alright, I'll try and get some for you.
Yeah, get straight through Edirne and then across the strait into Bega. That way, because all the Ottoman troops are going to be in the Balkans, old Balkans. If you take Bega and blockade the strait, they can't get back across to Bega to free up the strait. If they have Edirne and Bega, then ships or no ships, they can still cross that strait crossing. So you need to control one side or the other and be hostile to them and have ships in the strait crossing. So you have Constantinople, which counts on your side, but you need Bega in order to block them off on the other. It's worth keeping one troop in Bega all the time, because sometimes the fort in Sugla, I think, has an effect on the Bega province. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. It's a weird one, it's a weird bug. But you don't want to risk Bega getting taken back, because they'll just be able to flood across back at you. And again, you don't want to be fighting the Ottomans earlier on. You want to be using your brains and using smarts and trying to go to war with them without actually investing troops. Oh, it's raining. It's raining from blue skies. You better be open. You are. Excellent.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
I have.
Heavens, lad. You're looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Last time I saw you, I thought you were ready for the priest.
To be honest, I'm still not really feeling myself.
Oh, get on with you. You have a good, strong frame that can take a beating, so be a man.
No, cheers, mate. About what debt?
debt?
What debt? He wants 50. Why does he want 50 gold?
Here you are.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you're a man of honour.
Why do they owe him?
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Why did I owe him? I don't know.
Scribe
Anyway,
Friedrich needs the embrocation for his joints.
it was 50 groschens.
Game? He was here not long ago for some.
The other province I
You
must
ought to
take
make
in the
it
war is
last
Edirne.
longer. I told him not to grease himself up so much. It could cause... Ah, the older he gets, the more foolish he is.
I'll
Well,
wait
did
for
he
this
tell you such
dialogue.
salvation is costly? Have a look in the shop for yourself.
Would you teach me more about alchemy?
Certainly.
Outstanding.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
Yes. Alchemy level 1. Sweet. The only province I must take in the war is Edirne. Yeah, the only province you must take. Oh, you can take more. Do take more. Take as much as you can. But you must take Edirne. That way on the...
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Steady on, guys. That way on the outbreak of war, you... There's immediately a blockade. Well, there's not immediately blockade. He has no way of getting across the Bosphorus Strait at you if you have ships out. I need a lockpick. Who are you? Townsman. But yeah, take Edirne, take Macedonia, take all the stuff on the sort of the Balkans, the Greek side. Try to connect your land up.
How are you, Henry?
And then the bigger that you get, once you've kind of got the current borders of Greece, once you get that kind of size, you'll start to generate more and more trust quicker with the likes of Poland and...
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
I'm going to have to step out of here. With likes of Poland and Hungary. So instead of having to rely them defensively, if the Ottomans declare your war on you, you can then choose a point where the Ottomans are busy somewhere else. Have 10 favours generated with Poland and Hungary and maybe, I don't know, someone else. And and actually go and be aggressive and declare an offensive war against the Ottomans. Again, keep your galley fleet up to scratch. Constantly be looking at the Ottoman fleet, seeing how many galleys they have. You want at least 2 or 3 more than they have. 2 or 3 more galleys than they have, and try to, on outbreak of war, try to isolate maybe 2 or 3 galleys that are knocking about on their own, separate from a main fleet that you can eliminate and wipe out on the outbreak of war. It just swings things into your favour just a little bit, especially navally. You want to be using your navy as a crutch with Byzantium, and if you use your navy effectively, you'll be able to easily outsmart the Ottomans. What potion is it that we need?
How are you, Henry?
Antidote. Embrocation. No, I don't want to steal it.
I hope I can be of help to you, knight.
So yeah, I need an embrocation. I need an embrocation. What does it do? These excellent bones, joints, increase agility. Wow. Increases agility and defense by 5 points for 10 minutes. That's only for 10 minutes. I don't like the... In games like this... Let's haggle, still haggle for it. In games like this, I don't like the stuff, the potions...
I'd like to discuss the price.
That give you temporary bonuses. It's just, it's too fleeting.
Alright, so?
Let's give you... 34. Make that offer.
God be with you, Henry.
Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Alright. Well, that was simple enough. Now I just need to figure out where I left that scribe. He's upstairs. Was he upstairs again? Was indeed outstanding. Right, get up, you fool.
How come you're wearing such fine armor? Is there a joust happening?
What? How dare you?
I bought you the embrocation, and you were right, it certainly wasn't cheap.
I know, lad. I've been using it for years.
Well, if you've been using it for years, why didn't you learn how to make it yourself?
Will you let me have a look at the Black Chronicle?
Well, you helped me, so now I'll help you. Come along, and I'll show you our Black Chronicle.
That really is a miraculous ointment. You haven't even rubbed it on and it's already working.
You know how it is. Faith itself is the greatest healer. Just thinking about the relief it will bring makes me feel better. So don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Come along.
I think they call that placebo.
What is it?
To look at the Black Chronicle. Ooh. Is it?
God be with you, Henry.
Hi, you too.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Continue according to the rule, according to the clues in the Black Chronicle. I have to actually read this. Ugh, I hate reading. Is it a good idea to ally Austria? It is a good idea to ally Austria. However, they do fill their mouth full of allies very, very quickly. A lot of the time you get the modifier that you can't have a relationship with them because they have too many relations already. So if Poland doesn't have Austria as a rival, and you can pick up Austria, then you don't want Hungary rivaling Poland. You don't want Poland rivaling Hungary. You don't want Austria rivaling Poland or Hungary. If none of the three have rivaled each other, then try pick up all 3 of them if you can. That's the perfect start, to be honest. In the year of our Lord 13, I'm gonna have to read all this, aren't I? because I need the clues. Oh, damn clues. The year of our Lord 1390 and years thereafter, under the reign of King Wenceslas IV in Bohemia, Lord Henry of Lepia, being the sole elder of the province and punisher of rebels against the crown. In this book has set down the names of such persons, and it's I don't like the way it's been written, but oh well. Has been set down the names of such persons and manner of ordeal to which they were righteously put ere their assisted departure from this world at the hand of the executioner. Alright, okay, next. That was difficult. Jan the Miller of Pakhov told that with Janek Shajak of Poshna and with another called Holfek, they did rob the mill in Bozhov. And in the act did leave behind no living soul, and what they did take there, they did spend at the tavern of Peter in Poshna. The same Jan did state that they did sell to iron. They did sell to iron stolen from the mill to one Hendel called One Eye, a carpenter who dwells next to Pakov. All this he did declare without being put to torture. Like it was an option. Yeah, he did all this. We didn't even have to torture him. Jan the Miller, as a commoner, is put to death by hanging in Rate. Alright, okay. Young Pibble Hubal told that Marshik, brother of Goodman. Ooh. Told that Marshik, brother of Goodman, of Vision together with of Bozhanov and Linka of Shijivajva, did commit robbery. The same Privilegic did state that the same Marshik did steal the sword of Mashik the carpenter and did make it away concealed beneath his cloak. The same Privilegic did tell that Martin called Blackbird of Sheesh Tits. Really? Called Blackbird of Sheesh Tits. Did steal in the cover of darkness 2 plow. How do you steal a plow? How do you steal 1 plow? Never mind 2. With their plowshares in the fields, and did sell them to Nicholas Pribiek Hubal. Did know of this theft and did not report it. For abetting the thieves, he shall receive 30 strokes of the cane. Some people out there enjoy that kind of thing. I picked up Hungary and Poland, but Austria won't accept because they have too much diplomatic relations. Yep, that's the usual thing. Ever since the Hungary update, when the too many diplomatic relations was a thing, or became a thing. I mean, the bigger you get, the more likely you are that you'll pick up relations with Hungary. If you can pick up a royal marriage with Hungary, sometimes you can't get an alliance, but if you can pick up a royal marriage with Austria at some point, then you've already got your foot in the door, because it's already a relation. So if you can build on a royal marriage, then royal marriage into an alliance, it's usually fairly easy, unless they're rivaled with people around you, or rivaled with one of your allies. Telt did confess that he did steal a woman's cloak from good wife Zorena. Why are there so many Z's and Z's? Z's and Z's? Both the same thing. And did sell the same in Bozhov. The V's as well. There's V's and the Z's everywhere. Benozhov. Furthermore, he did rob Nicholas of Brzezie of his horse and did sell it in Pribram. Furthermore, with Marzik Hudets and with Michal, they did steal 3 bullocks. Also, he did steal the cloak of the good wife of I'm not even going to try that. I should do though. Zvekovic. I'm not trying it again. He also told that the Shebkov's son Andrzej of... My mouth actually hurts now. Of Strazovitz, right, did put to fire and burn down the haycocks and briar of Prijik, the stableman. He told too that with Michaelet's and his accomplices, they did take 2 horses by Mnijovic and that Pribiek of Neverklov did steal a horse of one Jan from there. And he told that from Schlapp, that Schlapp of Benishov did spy out for them these things and did buy everything from them and give them coin. For that and for arson especially shall tell it to be drowned. Be drowned. So for arson you get drowned. So how do they just throw you in the river and assume you can't swim? What if you can swim? Do they just hold you underwater? I don't know. Kubin called the book Baron of Miliotitz. Oh, this isn't real, is it? Baron of Miliotitz. Someone's having a laugh when they wrote this. Did tell that he did steal the horse of one of the monks in Strebro in Maita together with Nicholas and Blahut of Klosnovitz. He did tell also of Levitt and his son Jan, and that they did kill the bailiff of Holubrukov and did long commit robberies together. And he did declare of Gregor, brother of Nicholas, that he did. They're good names. I can get through the normal names good. It's when you come to the stupid names, struggle. That he did rob him and they did kill a merchant and steal his valuables. Cuban did lead them in this and did kill and rob with them. As Lord and Baron of Lipia, he was put to death by sword. All right. Martin called Stagg did testify that he did rob a merchant on the way home from Messium, and that having once taken to the trade of thieving, he decided to continue with it in the province together with his accomplice. There's random capital letters in the middle of sentences, and it's putting me off because I think I've read the sentence wrong. Together with his accomplice called Jan and Massa, to help them in their evil doing, they did kill 3 pregnant women in, that's a bit harsh, women in Krudim and in other towns, and did cut from their feet, what? And did cut from them their fetuses, from which they did cut out their hearts, lungs and liver, and did cook them in the devil's inn in Bohemia and devour them, according to the testimony of Martin. Alright, so he starts stealing stuff. He's like, oh yeah, this is alright, we'll continue with stealing. And then it takes a really dark turn really quickly. It escalates, yeah, quite quickly. According to the testimony of Martin Stagg of Britesh, to give it greater boldness to the heart and keep them long in their evil doing. For this they have earned death many times over, their flesh will be ripped, their eyes burnt out, and they shall be broken on the wheel. You be careful. Radiators. My cat's asleep right next to the radiator. Is it on? It is on. You be careful. I don't want you getting burnt. Anna called Jorens of... I'm not even trying that. Strashovitz. I'm sure we've done that one before. Did testify that she did kill her child. Oh wow. And urged her neighbour Jean Costin to murder her husband. He did then sell the oxen with her help, and they conspired to take the farm for their own use. Anna, called Zurajina, was burnt alive and the stake driven through her heart, that she should not return from the grave to the world as a revenant. Alright, okay. Tonda, a farmhand of Vlachim, on Holy Saturday, did testify under trial by ordeal that he did ride with Lubosh. Called Limpy of Ushit. This is the badger. And they did rob waysides and shrines. He did testify that by Talmberg they did rob 5 horses of the bailiff, from which they did take valuables worth 5 groschen, and that there was present too one high neck called Riki. He furthermore testified that they did keep company and dwell with high neck in the woods around Lechko for theft. Tonda is sentenced to have his ear cut off. Alright, okay. So, this looks like the badger. You can pronounce those games, but I can't really help you in doing since they're not voice chatting right now. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. A little bit weird for me to get the words out. I'm not down with the dialect. So, I think we go see the bailiff at Talmberg, see what he knows about this, and go try and find this Riki fellow. They did keep company and dwell with Hynek in the woods around Ledechko. In the woods around Ledechko. In the woods around Ledechko. I haven't even found Ledechko yet. I mean, fair enough, I haven't opened up the full map, but... Right, I think we go to Talmberg and we have a word with the bailiff. Who's this? Talk to Merchant Hagen. Oh, of course, yeah. Cheers, man. I only wanted to say thanks. What's here? Can I open this? What's here?
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing. Let's go. It's like a maze in here. And everyone keeps shutting doors behind me. So I don't know where I've gone. Right, so. Mr. Trader Man. Which trader is it? It's the one just up here. The one with an actual house. Alright, Mr. Trader Man.
God be
Yeah, shut up.
Good health to you.
Hi. You're looking for a cook.
Sent me. He said you're looking for a cook.
That's right. I'm searching for a good cook, but I've said all that to our esteemed bailiff.
Well, I offered the bailiff my help because I know the Skalitz folk.
Ah, I see. Well, ask away then.
Do you have any particular requirements for the new cook?
Well, it would be an advantage if she knew how to cook.
Well, yes, but the bailiff said you had other conditions.
Well, I want a woman who's capable of looking after the house when I'm away on business.
Young? Nimble?
What for? I want her to impress people with her food, not her face.
I understand. Sorry.
So he doesn't want a fancy piece. He wants someone who can just be good at cooking. Alright.
I also heard that you need workers to carry,
Poo.
to empty latrines.
Carry poo.
It's not dignified to talk of such manners. That's not a concern for decent people.
But I need to know...
Enough. I won't have such talk in my home.
We're talking about poo. Trust me, in the future, we'll all talk about poo all the time. People are fascinated with it.
I also heard there are vacant carrier jobs.
Yes, yes. I'm surprised it hasn't occurred to anyone sooner. It will certainly benefit the city if the burghers don't have to send their own servants.
It will benefit my people as well.
Of course, of course. It goes without saying.
Alright, let's end this dialogue here. Get the scribe to help you. What? I've just been to the scribe. Right, I've got to talk to some dude down here. Who? Alex.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Hi, Alex.
God be with you.
No, carry poo.
I'd like to ask about our former neighbours. There are jobs here for some of them, and I have to pick people.
The bailiff told me about it. He still wants our people to do the knacker's job?
But what of it? It will benefit everyone.
Not everyone. There's not enough work for everyone, and no one wants to do the knacker's job.
It's better than nothing, isn't
Having
it?
a job could save someone's life.
Water carrying, maybe. But if they have to do a job that's not fit for a decent person, only for the knacker or the executioner's servant?
So you think there's no point in it? That it's better to beg than have a job, even if it is hauling shit?
You forget that that's a job for the knacker's hired hand, not for displaced people. When we return to Skillets, they'll never be able to rid themselves of the stink.
I'm also looking for a cook. Do you know of a good cook who's looking for work?
Well, there's Agnes. I've heard she can cook better than anyone. Only...
Well, what's the problem? Did something happen to her?
No, it's just that I haven't seen her around here for ages. I believe she's cooking for the local parish priest and living at the presbytery.
Ugh.
So I don't think she's in need of work.
So, do you know who's most in need of some coin and is fit for hard work?
Everyone's in need of coin, but not everyone is fit for such work.
But who should I talk to then? Where will I find them?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the rathouse, so they'll all be in one place. It'll take me a while, though.
What the hell is the rat house?
Thanks. I'll go.
Right, Agnes. Oh, Rat's courtyard. Yeah, so he's going to be here. Where's Rat House? Oh, we're in Rat A. Yeah, I suppose so. Right, I think Agnes is at this church up here. I assume. Right? What are you? Quest giver. There's a church up there. I think that's where Agnes is.
How are you, Henry?
I am splendid. People keep asking me questions in the game. Where is she? Oh, I'm gonna have to wait for him to collect people in the oh, he's a different church. Yeah, that's some magic shit right there. Let's go.
God be with you, Henry.
Right, let's go find this woman.
Stay not our
Oh, it's
supplications
you.
in our distress, but deliver.
Stop.
Are you Agnes, who works at St. James?
I am. Or I did, before those devils rolled in and burnt down Skalitz. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper, and everyone I asked sent me to you.
I've been blessed by God.
So it seems. Anyway, the local merchant wants someone who can cook food fit for nobility and take care of his household.
Well, Father Francis was very fond of good food, but I can't just go serve someone else.
Why not?
Why not?
Because I'm still Father Francis's housekeeper.
But I heard he fled and isn't coming back.
Don't pay any attention. They're just rumors. I'm still his housekeeper.
What if he doesn't have a house?
Father Francis no longer needs a housekeeper.
What? Don't tell me he's found a new one.
No, he, died.
Mary, Mother of God. What happened to him? Did they murder him? But he was gone before those godless animals came along. They couldn't have caught up with him.
The horse kicked him.
You're right, they didn't catch up to him. But in the chaos, he got kicked in the head by a horse, and he never recovered.
I always told him not to be afraid of them, but he was. And those hellish beasts always were able to smell it.
I can imagine. I've had dealings with them myself.
I would just lie to this woman.
So, do you know what you'll do now? Are you willing to go serve Hagen?
First, I must pray for his soul. And then I could go work for Hagen. Since now I don't have anyone else to care for.
I understand. I'll leave you to it then.
Alright, I think we're done there. Get the scribe to help me. I thought I'd already got the scribe to help me. Scribe, are you still in here? Yeah, I think he's upstairs. Nope, that's locked. How do we get... Oh, it's over here. Nope, that's the way out. Nope, that's not. Alright, got this. Scribe, talk to me, bro. I've already... What were your traders? Let's pick up the stuff that has a progress bar. So I'll add you to the basket. Don't need anything else. I'll haggle for that. Why not?
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it.
I'd like to pay 45 for it.
Are we agreed?
Well now, a little more and we'll shake on it.
I'm gonna try and make the same offer.
Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Sweet. But get the scribe to help you. Get the scribe to help me with what?
Will you let me have a look at the Black Chronicle?
Well, you helped me, so now I'll help you. Come along and I'll show you our Black Chronicle.
Lead the way.
Hope that's not a euphemism. I've already looked at the Black Chronicle. I have already looked at the Black Chronicle. What if I broke the
God
mission?
save you, Henry.
Oh, you too. What if I broke the mission when I trespassed in that other room? Could have. Having to look at your arse. Go on, let's go.
Good day,
let's go.
Henry.
Let's go. Yeah, I know. Let's see Black Chronicle. That thing. Right, we'll flick through it.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
I know. Suffers from Alzheimer's, obviously. Done. Read. I can't read. I can't read.
Could you find something for me in that book? The thing is, I don't,
I do
Don't know
read.
how to read, do you?
Of course
Well,
I
what
do.
you need to know?
I'm trying to track down those Neuhoff cutthroats, and I need to find out the names of any cronies of Limpy Lubosh from Ujitz.
Give me a while.
Of course I know how to read. I got taught how to read. I know how to read. What's this? Plans for a spire. Cool. How long is a while? It's on the last page. I read it on the last page. Okay. Come on, Bomber.
I'll be with you, Henry.
No, you. Dementia. He's got dementia.
So did you find any mention of Limpy in the book?
I did. Apart from Lubosh, there's mention of some Anton from Vlashim and Hinek, known as Riki, from Ledechko.
Yeah, I know.
That's a stone's throw from here.
Aye. Certainly closer than Vlashim.
Thanks for your help.
Is it a stone's throw?
Thank you for that ointment.
Is it a stone's throw? Because I couldn't see it on the map.
Is someone there?
Objective failed. What? Kill the camp leader. What's this? Bandits have settled in the vicinity of Rattay and are plundering the region. There's a generous bounty on their heads. Find the footpad in Ledechko. Talk to people who are interested in jobs. Done that. Wait till I send all the people to Rattus Courtyard. Do I have to wait? Really? Oh, that's Ledechko. That's why I couldn't see it.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
You demented old man. Every time, he's like a goldfish. Every time he turns around and he loses sight of me. It's like, you're alright, Henry. Glad you came to see me. I've been here this entire time. You duddering old fool. I'm not in a private area. Nope, not in a private area. Oh, how long do I have to wait for...
I wouldn't beg.
How long do I have to wait? Oh, actually, whilst we're here, we'll go to the armorsmith and we'll get our stuff fixed. Get our stuff repaired.
God save you.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. In fact, we'll get some training.
Can you
Henry
show
in
me how
repairs.
to repair armor and weapons better?
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics first?
No, I can't do.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics first?
Oh, something has gone wrong here.
Well, I'll think it over.
I've already had the basics. Well, okay, fine. Armor. Repair that for me, and that. And that. Do you do weapons as well? And that. And that. And we'll haggle on that. I'm not paying 579 for that.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Let's try to get him to a flat 500. A flat 500. Ugh, that's a lot of money to pay. We should probably stop, or try to stop getting hit so much.
Welcome, Henry.
Come now. Just a little more and we have a deal.
Mate, you have me over a barrel right now. Make that fun.
Satisfied?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
What about
Finally, a reasonable sum.
that? Ugh. Well, at least our stuff is repaired. Are these all the people? Looking for jobs.
My God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
How can you see? How can you see me?
You're here about the water carrying?
I am. Where do I get some pails?
Hold your horses. We haven't decided yet who gets the job. I have to ask you a few things first.
Oh, it's carrying water.
I can handle the job. But ask away.
And what's going on with your neck?
Well, there's also the option of carrying,
poo.
Shit.
Not a chance. I'm not carrying any shit around. And if anyone tries to make me, I'll break his legs.
Oh, great.
And what if I told you that you get double the pay?
Didn't I mention something about breaking legs?
You did? But more money?
I wouldn't be under the winch anymore. More like under the stench.
What trade did you do before?
I worked in the mines, at the winch. You've heard of Tonda the winch, right? Strong as a bull.
Ah, the name sounds familiar. You were one of the new miners, weren't you?
I was. I came last autumn. The winter was mild enough to work the mines, and I showed everyone I was a hard worker. So did I get the job?
We're not finished yet.
Ugh.
Are you here because you want to carry water?
Of course he is.
Well, I'd rather be back at the winch. Turning it so fast I'd make everyone's head spin. But now I want to carry water at least, since there's some money in it.
And how are you holding up?
Not very well, I'll tell you that. I help out with something every once in a while and get some money for it. But it's not enough. Especially when the dice don't fall in my favor.
Sure. And have you tried looking for other work?
What for? They'll get the mines running again, and I'll have a real man's job.
And what about soldiering? That's real man's work, isn't it?
It is, and I'd be good at it. When I land a punch, you'd think you were kicked by a horse. Which I once showed to a soldier I fell out with over a game of dice. Only, I'm too smart for soldiering.
No doubt.
Interesting. Because he didn't want to employ people who were just going to squander the money. Oh, no.
I know everything I need.
So, can I go carry water then?
Not yet. I'll tell the bailiff and he'll choose.
Well, I hope he chooses me. Otherwise, I might be very angry.
Yeah,
If you think I'm afraid of you, you're mistaken.
We'll see.
We will. I have a cudgel with your name right on it. Right, let's talk to this guy.
I'm glad to see you.
Okay.
You're one of the people interested in work?
Well, Alex told me that I'm supposed to ask about a job carrying water.
That's right. But first, I'll ask you a few questions. You are...
Peter. But everyone calls me Rock. There was more than enough Peters in the mines. And not just in the mines. So...
Okay. Don't know. I
How
don't need to know
badly
about
do you
mine.
want to carry water?
Well, right now there doesn't seem to be much work around for miners. And at least I can earn a few groschen.
It's not easy work, though. It's a long way to carry water.
Do you think it was easier in the mines? Digging through rock on your knees all day for months on end?
Yeah, fair enough. Carry something
There's
else?
one more option.
Carrying poo?
Carrying shit.
What? For the knacker?
It's a job.
But what would people say? I need money badly, but I couldn't go back to mining after that.
But it would be twice the pay.
The money would help, true enough. What about afterwards? I don't want to be carrying shit all my life.
No, it won't come to that. Sir Radzig will surely take care of things when he returns home. He won't forget the sacrifice you make.
I'm glad to hear.
Yes.
If that's how it is, I'll even carry shit.
He's a good person. That's a good person.
That's enough for now.
Rock's alright. I'll allow.
Am I invisible or what?
No, you're a woman.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Well, we'll see.
Are you here on account of the water carrying?
Yes, I am. My name is Vincent.
Nice to meet you. I'll ask a few questions and we'll see. Alright?
Fine. Ask away.
So you're probably here about carrying water, right?
I'm just...
I want to carry water.
That's all? You've nothing more to add?
That's what's needed, ain't it?
That'll do.
That's enough for now.
Go on then. What are you off? You gonna carry water, are you?
What do you want?
I want to work. And I heard you're the one in charge of giving out jobs, not the bailiff.
It's true. Do you know how to cook? If you know how to make food for nobles, then I might have something for you.
Where would I learn to cook food for nobles? I want to carry water.
But Alex has already picked people who want to carry water.
He didn't ask me, though. So I came here myself.
Good day, Henry.
Isn't a job for a woman.
Be that as it may, I already have the people I need to carry water. And anyway, it's no job for a woman.
I'm strong enough to knock you on your arse, you pup.
Yeah, but could you knock me on my ass 10 times a day? Which is what is required when you carrying water around. I don't know. The first virtue signaling of the game. Anyway. Let's grab you.
Good health to you.
You're interested in carrying water?
I am. It's about time something good came to decent folk.
I agree. Now, I'll ask you a few questions.
What? But I want the work and I deserve it. Keep your questions for good-for-nothings.
There's also the option of, emptying latrines.
Let's go with
Are
the
you
poop
trying
question.
to insult me? That's no job for a decent Christian.
True. That's why it pays double.
Double, hey? Well, that's not bad, but for a man of my stature, no doubt there are more needy souls. Double.
That's enough.
That's enough for now.
First impressions. Go with my gut. He seems alright. He seems alright. What was it? Vincent. Rock. No, you.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I'm probably this guy.
You hear about the water carrying?
Aye. I can hold water all day long.
So, do you want the job? There's plenty of other folk that will take it if you don't.
I do. I want it. What do I have to do?
That'll do.
Besides water, you could carry... you could empty latrines.
What? Carry shit? That'd be a new one for me. No, it's not a thing I'd go around boasting about.
All right.
That's enough for now.
So, we're agreed then? When do I start working?
Look, the bailiff is the one who will decide after I report back to him.
So, I might not get the job? I'll be in the shit if I don't. Understand?
Spot a little bit there at the end.
Look where you're going.
You walked into me, weirdo. So, Pickman, Vincent, and Rock. Where's this bailiff? This place is like a maze. Upstairs? Nope. Oh, upstairs here? Nope. How the hell have I lost the bailiff? Go in here. Lockpick very hard. Quick, before I forget the names, I've got a very short memory. There we go. Go down. Where is he? I know who you are. Maybe he's upstairs. Oh, that looks like a nice bed. I bet there's some decent kit around here. Yeah, there's some decent stuff there. What's this door? Bailiff here around it. What? So that's locked from the other side. But we can just open it, fair enough. Bailiff, where are you? The bailiff was here around, wasn't he? Right. Last time I saw him, I think I exited through this door. He must be around. He was on that table, wasn't he? He was here when we saw him last. Oh. Well, maybe he'll come back. Maybe he'll come back. I will sit here until he comes back. But that will be in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go get something to eat, sort myself out for the EU4 stream. That's coming up in approximately, I don't know, about 40 minutes. Start at 6 PM my time. And we'll do some streaming of EU4. Might be Byzantium, it might be King Ming into whatever we're doing. But I will see you then, whilst I wait for this bailiff. Anyway, till then, do take care.